Hello, people, and welcome to Oyen's Secret Garden. um, this is Moon Memos, which is a brand new series that I'm starting where I just kind of tap in, check in, come sit here and ramble for a while in relation to the moon, in relation to the astrological aspects, what's coming up in my life, what conversations I've been having, and just putting that out there in a space where other people can engage with it. And hopefully it reflects what's happening in your life or in the lives of people around you that you care about. And yeah, my name is Zon, by the way, just for clarification. My name is Zon. In this space, you can refer to me as Oyen, that's okay, but Zon is preferred. And I am a channeler, a medium, an intuitive. I'm really, really into spirituality. I'm also a creative, and creativity is a huge part of my spirituality. And I have wanted to do this for like a really, 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 really long time, like a really long time. And I've like started and stopped so many times. Like I have so many videos that I've literally recorded and just never posted and never did anything with. Um, because it's been a long journey for me to get to a place where I feel confident enough in myself and I feel willing to be seen and heard, and also where I feel like I know that my energy is going to be received and that there's a place for my energy in the first place. Like, I live in Trinidad, which is in the Caribbean, and like a lot of people here aren't really into astrology, or they are, but not in like a super deep, profound, like special interest kind of way. I'm obsessed with astrology. So, for a long time I felt like no one in my like physical reality around me really cares about this thing that like is I'm so passionate about. So like does it even make sense for me to like do this thing that I want to do, blah blah blah. Um but it does. And it does. Because I'm here and I'm doing it now. And if you're watching this, then that it matters. And I hope this resonates with you somehow. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling about myself, which I'm probably gonna ramble about myself further on as I pick cards, but we're gonna pick some cards and just see what's coming up right now for this energy that we're in. And yeah, let's just vibe it out, jog. I don't want to think too much, to be honest. I'm on my period right now, and also like I am very emotional on this period. So I just want to vibe it out. I don't want to stress myself out. So with that being said, I'm going to figure out how to attach this microphone to my body and then we're going to vibe it out. Period. Alrighty. We are back. I have readjusted. I have placed myself. I placed the microphone, so hopefully you can still hear me. But a bitch needs their hands. So yeah. Moon memos, moon memos, moon memos. I'm just gonna pick cards, Fred. How are you feeling right now in your world? I'm feeling very heavy, but light. But heavier than I usually would feel, which I don't like. I'm usually a very like happy, joyful, wow, life is great and amazing, sparkle, 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 smiley face, sparkle, all over the place type person. And I love being that person and I love being that light as well. But also, a bitch is tired. Like, I'm tired and a lot's happening right now in the world. I don't even know that half of it because I just zone out, to be honest. But a lot's happening in the outside world, a lot's happening in the inside world, and it's kind of So actually, hold on, before we pick any cards, let's take some deep breaths. Just sit up wherever you are if you can. Stretch your spine. You don't have to put your feet on the ground if you don't want to, or if you're not in a position to do that, but at least just feel the crown of your head. And feel your head on top of your spine, feel your neck extended, and feel your spine going all the way down. And just take a breath in with me and out. And in and out. Ashe. Okay, yeah. What I want to talk about today, fire. Fire. Aries. We're in Aries season. We just had the new Moon Partial Eclipse in Aries. So there's a lot of fiery energy around. There's a lot of and this is the thing about eclipses, right? Eclipses are portals. Eclipses are kind of like retrogrades, but on crack. Like, times 10. Like, I realized this during this eclipse season. Like, eclipses just kind of like take you up, and there's this period in the beginning where around the lunar eclipse, leading up to the lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, leading up to the, let's go with lunar, but I'll clarify. In the first eclipse, that's like the full moon eclipse, and the full moon eclipse that we had earlier this year in late March, yes, that eclipse, it sort of leading up to it, I got this sort of build up where there was this point in the beginning where I realized kind of the things in my life that weren't really feeding me or serving me, or how the connections and the things that I've been, connected to, I guess, in my past, they weren't feeding me in certain ways. And I needed to be fed in a specific way. When it came to my art and when it came to my creations, I feel like around the beginning of this eclipse season is when I started to think no, my art, actually, my art and my creativity is my life. It is literally, for me, my purpose. It's what I was put here to do, and that's the only thing that makes sense to me in life, in my life, is art and needing to do art. I do so much art. I'm a dancer, I am a writer primarily and foremost, and I do theater. Those are my three foremost modes and methods of art. But I also have started expanding in so many different ways. I started painting, I started singing. I've always sung, but never had the confidence to sing in front of people, and with people, in public spaces especially. So I started doing that. I started playing with instruments, and I realized I'm a percussion hoe, and I have so many percussion instruments. It's just but yeah, I love shaker eggs and fucking talk sticks, and I love drums, playing that, and just playing around with painting. I mentioned, visual art has always scared the fuck shit out of me because I always thought I couldn't draw, but I've been just coming up with so many scenes in my head lately that I'm bruh, I need to put this on paper. I need to draw this. I need to do something with this. I need to fucking and then I start doing it. And I don't even care about whether it's that good or anything. I'm so gassed and amazed that I did this thing. And I could have done it. I took this thing that was in my brain and I fucking put it. Like, that's mad. That's crazy. So, yeah, all that to say that around then, I feel like is when I started realizing that, like, that gets to be the center point of my life, because that is what has always made me feel whole. That is what has always fed me at every single stage of my life, is my art, is my creations. Um, and it's never been about making money from them, ever, for me. Like, art has always been a recreational thing, or like a hobby-based thing. Um, and even then, I've had to learn to see the value in that, and come to a place where now I can realize that, like, yeah, I would like my working life and my art to be two separate things, but I need my working life to feed my art, and I need my art to feed my working life. I don't know what that looks like yet. I have no fucking clue what that's gonna look like. I just had a whole breakdown about this, literally, just like probably like 20 minutes ago, to be honest. Yeah. Um, and I'm still processing a lot as it relates to that. But, like, yeah, I feel like I'm at a place now where I'm like, I need my work and my art to be separate, but I need them to be connected and interrelated. And yeah, I think the eclipse season showed me a little bit of what that looked like, or can possibly and potentially look like. And again, that's the thing about eclipses. They're portals. They just give you a little glimpse. It's like this fucking time warp, zoom kind of fucking thing that happens where all of a sudden shit is like really good and really blessed and super magical and very just like, oh my God, like, I want to live in this. I want to live like this. I want to be in this every fucking day of my life. And it just gives you like that fucking, that just like 2 week to 4 week kind of window of eclipse energy. Like, it just really, it's just enough time for you to like feel it and like feel comfortable in it and feel and desire that, like, yes, this, like, it's enough time to choose the yes, and then like that, it's gone. And that's what this new moon eclipse has been and is being currently, and I feel like it's going to continue to be for the next few weeks, because we're still in the shadow period of the eclipse season. Yeah, it's that dip. It's the dip that, it's the, like, it's like a, I was thinking about it today. I was like, it's like a pyramid or like a triangle. Like, you go up at the beginning of the eclipse season, you start from the bottom and you're going up and you reach this pinnacle where it's amazing and you want to stay there. And then slowly it starts to go down and it starts to decline, and all the things that made you feel really good are kind of like moving away, and you are in this space of like, how do I orient and organize and like refocus my life to get to that place that I just felt that was so good. And that's why it's important to like take note of what's coming up for you during eclipse seasons, because they usually say like it's going to be the theme of your life for the next like 6 months till the next eclipse. And it usually is. For me, I've experienced that, like with both eclipses last year, ever since I've been paying like acute and astute attention and awareness to what is happening astrologically and also what's happening in my psyche. I've realized, yeah, that it's the 6 month themes. Like, it really, that has been my journey. Like, last year, something that came up in the eclipse season, this eclipse season around this time, like spring, equinox time and all that time, was a lot of stuff about relationships and needing to investigate 111 on my clock when I said that. So maybe you need to investigate and inquire something about your relationships, or maybe that's what's coming up for you right now. But that was me last year. I was like, the structure that my relationships have been hasn't been feeding me, and I've been feeling really hurt. I went through a really, really, really bad, terrible breakup last year that really like gave me, really triggered me, and I had a whole like bipolar episode And I experienced mania for the first time, which I'd never experienced before, and I was like fucking terrified. And I was like, there are people who experience this like on a daily basis, like recurrently. That shit was horrible. That shit was hell. And I have so much love and empathy to you if you experience mania, have experienced it, or experience it on the regularly. I'm sending so much love to you, and baby, I hope you rest. I really do. But that's a side note, side message for somebody. Yeah. Relationships. That was the theme that was coming up for me all of last year. And literally, like, Spirit just had me reworking my relationships and reworking my relationship to relationships all of last year till I could get to a point where I'm at now, where I can see myself separately from the people that I'm in connection with, and where I can be in connections that are reciprocal and that do, it's the same thing I was talking about with my work and my art. Like, I feel the same way. That's what I want from my work and my art now. And I think that's my journey for this coming year, is to build that relationship with my work and my art. But last year, it was also that similar juxtaposition of like myself, my relationships. And I used to think that one had to subsume the other. I used to think that my relationships had to subsume me. And through all this like constant work, constant conflict, constant like breakups, like I called last year the year of fucking breakups, dog, because I went through so many breakups, so many losses, so much just like whoop, 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 people just coming into my life, having a great time, then being repelled out of my energy, and like having to go through that grieving process over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I get to a point where I'm like, now, okay, I understand myself. And none of this is a complete journey, by the way. Like, this is, it's something that you're, and I am eternally growing into. Understanding myself as my own being and learning to take responsibility for myself and my own being and what I have control over as my own being, and what I don't and what I can't control, and what is outside of me and what is not mine to carry and fucking hold. Like, it's hard. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. Like, especially in this world, in this human world where we're always taught to like have control, and like we're expected to be in control all the time. And it's like, I don't know, I just don't understand it. Like, sometimes I feel like, are we just some fucking science experiment for some larger like fucking scientists? Is the Matrix real? Essentially, is the Matrix real, and are we all just being tested and tweaked? Because where on earth did this idea that we are supposed to be in control of everything all the time come from? Literally, we all experience how that's not real. We all experience how we do not have control over our lives consistently. Shit pops up out of nowhere all the time. Shit literally fucking, like the fucking recording I have in the background running there, that just turned on. I didn't even realize it stopped. It just turned itself on. Like, shit like this happens every single motherfucking day. So like, what's this control thing, man? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, oh God. But really, like, I'm saying all of that to say that relationships, getting back to that main point, relationships, yourself and the relationships that you have, and working through that has now gotten me to this place where I can have these beautiful, divine fucking connections that feed my soul and feed my heart and feed my energy. Like, bitch, have you ever been connected to somebody who like sees you, but not only sees you, makes you see yourself. Someone who recognizes the potential that you have within you and shows that to you, and it's like, yeah, bitch, like, and also is willing to work with you to make those dreams a reality immediately in real time. Like, who's willing to support you as you go through your own journey of realizing your dreams. Like, bitch, that shit is. And I didn't experience that before. I did not know that I was not experiencing that before until I realized that, wow, I'm experiencing it. And that's insane. And I like look back and I'm like, do I know how I got from there to here? I really don't know, you know. Crying. I think crying, art, writing. To just bring it back around full circle. This is why my art and my work must feed each other and they must create a loop, because my art and my art is my work on a soul level, but also like my art is so much bigger than my work. Like my work on myself, my work on like art. I don't know how I got back here, y'all, but like the art, I love art so much. And I love making and creating things. And I love making and creating things with people. And I love being around people who remind me that I am fucking magnificent and magical simply because I exist and I create things. And I feel like that's what we need. Like that's that abundance. That's that reflection. That's the mirroring that I want to be receiving. I don't want people projecting their bullshit on me. I want people to show me and the powerful me, and I will show them the powerful them, and we will fucking merge and fucking just spawn with your friends, spawn with your loved ones. If you take one thing away from this fucking message, this long video, spawn with your fucking loved ones. Okay. Oh gosh. I don't know where I want to go from here. It's crazy because I've been running things in my head for so long about doing this and what format I want to do it in. And it's been going on for so long that I was like, damn, I might just be sitting here for hours. But really and truly, like, I'm kind of, that's the thread, y'all. That's the thread of consciousness that's been repeating itself in my head for this past, like, I will say, especially this eclipse season. And like, I just want to, as I was talking about people that I love, I just want to special mention, big up, shout out, talk about, and bring into this space the energy of my baby Show, my beautiful friend who has inspired me to do this and to really do it and to take it out of my head and make it real. And who just by, again, their virtual fucking existence has shown me and the power that is within me and what I'm capable of, and who has like been so ready and willing and just like, oh, y'all, I have such a hard time talking about them because words never fucking do their energy justice. And like, I don't know how to describe a literal angel. Like, I'm not lying, I do not know how to describe a literal angel in human form that walks on earth. But if I were to describe one, it would probably be like that. That's who they are, and that's how they are to me. And I've been so grateful for our connection. I've been so grateful to like fall in love with them and fall in love with myself and just like have that once again reciprocal fucking relationship. There we go. That's those themes coming back up again. That reciprocal fucking relationship. But yeah, I just needed to mention them and bring them into this space and bring their energy into this space, and also to let them know I'm doing the thing, ho, because I said I was going to do the thing, so I'm doing the thing, ho. Period. I feel good, you know. Wow. I feel good, y'all. I feel like I said what I needed to say. So with that being said, now I'm going to pick a card And we're just gonna get a final little message to sum up all the juiciness that I've been putting down right here. Ashe. Breathing, breathing, keep breathing. I forget to breathe so often. My mind just goes off and I forget to breathe. And then I get fucked up with my thoughts, and then I get panicky and anxious and I don't know what to do. And then I realize, oh, motherfucker, take a breath. Take two. One is never enough. Take two. At least. Take more if you need. But all right, here we go. One more good shuffle. Actually. Oh shit. I have one. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. Wow. Crazy. Relationships. Libra. Innovation. Let's see if I can get it to focus. 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 Okay, it's not doing it. I will read it for you. Relationships. Libra spirit. An outstretched hand. Connecting with other people can provide comfort, the exchange of ideas, fun, or intimacy. Do you need to reach out your hand to offer or receive more support? Do you have the right balance of contribution and reciprocation in your partnerships? Actually, I'm not going to say anything because that's literally just what I've been talking about. And then we have Aquarius, innovation. I love that fucking imagery with the sun. Wow, beautiful. I love Aquarius energy. And I'm so grateful that we're in the age of Aquarius right now. And that we're being forced to embrace this mirroring and this energy of like staring deep within your soul, but also like breaking through that and seeing outward and expanding outwardly. Actually. Okay, let me read it. Aquarius, wisdom, innovation. A gate flies open. When a gate that was closed opens with no warning, one must be in the right place at the right time to step through. When new ideas emerge, open your mind to receive them, else they will recede unnoticed or unremembered. Ashe. Ashe. I'm going to leave it there, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. I think I said enough, and I think those cards said more than enough. And I hope that this energy resonates with you somehow, and that something that I said speaks to you, stays with you, helps you reflect on something that's going on in your own life. Feel free to share that if you want. Please do. Like, I would love to read that. Put it in the comments. And yeah, I'm leaving with so much love. I'm giving y'all so much love. I'm sending so much love. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. And it's a vibe, Olio. It's a vibe. And I'm going to just close off with the loving bell. Once again, for good measure, don't forget to breathe. We're going to take a breath in and out and allow the chime to do the rest. So when you're ready, sit up once again, stretch your spine, feel your head on your spine. Breathe in and out. One more time, in and out. Thanks for being here, y'all. See you next time on Oyen's Secret Garden. Mwah.